I don't think this man will ever learn, guys. You keep letting Adam in, this is what happens. We've come to a point in society where we tolerate morons, and it's destroying all of us. We're so divided. It's insane. It's Thanksgiving, man. We're supposed to be celebrating the 100 million natives that got killed.
Everyone tells fucking Armando to ban him, but he thinks he can change him or some shit. You can't change a smackhead.
Yeah, you can't. Only some detox and rehab can do that, man.
Big L.
You know, you just you're too lenient, Armando. You say he's banned. You banned him how many times?
Banned him like 10 times in this month. Every time he unbans him after a few hours.
Come on, mate.
Big L.
Damn, Adam, how many counts do you got, bro? Fuck. Ah, fucking Armando. He'll never learn, man. I, for one, believe that if you give people a thorough understanding of what confronts them and the basic causes that produces it, they'll create their own program. And when people create a program, you get action.
Where are you reading that from, Big L?
That was all off the dome, sir.
Big.
Yo,
Are we done with this sniping shit now?
too late. I just sniped you right now. Sorry.
Adam,
Full
that's
retard.
obviously.
There's no coming back.
You can see his new fake channel. I mean, fake account. The real Armando Vargas. That's fucking Adam.
What time he comes in?
I think I got triggered because they made one about Adam.
Ow.
Gets his period.
Look at that nigga.
Ow,
Bro.
I thought you were freaking Adam's homeboy.
What made you think that?
You both Aussies. And every time I see people who stick up for Adam, they've always been Aussie on this hangout thing.
Yeah, well, you fought wrong. That's for sure. Not even close. Where are you from? You sound English.
That's right, I am.
Alright. Don't really like the English, but I'll give you a pass.
Why don't you like English?
They're just all, I don't know, I find them poshy and arrogant.
Trust me, most of the people are fucking posh over here.
Enough. But you know how the English are. They feel like the world owes them a favour or something.
I'd say that's more Americans than English.
I think it's more English. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that's how it is. Yeah, arrogance. I just come on and you go, "Oh, Adam's your homeboy. You want to be a smart ass?" You know what I mean?
Well, when I saw
trying to
Troy,
sneak one in.
no, when I saw Troy in here, I always at the start when I first started seeing Troy, I always saw Troy defending Adam, and then I saw like you on with Troy a few times, so I just made a connection in my head.
Yeah, in your head.
I know, but I never denied that's what I was supposing.
I'm not gonna judge you. Adam's a piece
Judah.
of shit.
Yeah. Judah, the links on the Hangout thing, you just got to open Google Hangouts and you're invited to the call.
Who's invited?
Judah.
Oh.
It'd be it. Maybe the man, the one and only Ronan Kanushi.
That's right.
Oh man.
I still can't. I can't get it. I can't get it as cool as you all get it. So I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
There's really no way to say it. You just gotta say
No,
it the
no,
same
no,
way every time.
no, no. The way y'all say it, right? It's like so smooth, and I can't get it because I get excited, right? So either
Yeah.
way, either way, it's fun to try.
That's right. You just gotta say it the same way every time.
Oh yeah, that's it. Because but sometimes I get caught up because I'm excited, right? So I can't be as calm sometimes.
Yeah,
So I get all excited. That's right. It's like,
that's
oh
right.
man, but I can't do it again because it's already gone. So
What I like is you can apply that to anything.
that's right.
Like if you shoot somebody, be like, "Oh, you shot me." That's right. That's right. Oh,
Or if the girl comes up and says, "You got me pregnant," that's right.
that's right.
Just like, okay,
The
I'll
judge
work
could
on it.
say that when he sentences somebody, getting 20 years. That's right.
That's right. Okay, I'll try it.
That'll be me in a
Yeah,
court hearing. You can hear me in the background. That's right.
that's right. I just hit the biggest lotto ever. That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Which one of you guys have blocked Tudor?
That's right.
Not me. I
I don't know
don't
how to
block
do it.
anyone.
I don't know how to do it. So
I think it might be I think it might be me. I'm gonna switch accounts.
Well, don't switch accounts. Just unblock him.
Nah, he's gone.
Okay. So, Ronan, how was your day today?
it went quite well. I rode my bicycle, and well, this evening it got cold, but I rode my bicycle during the day. Did a little bit of shopping. I wear carry a backpack, so did that. Cruised around, did a little bit of housework. Like today, well, being a holiday here, I wasn't going to do much. Maybe hang out all day long and laugh a lot. I would like to.
Well, I must say today I've seen a side of you that I've never seen before, and I liked it.
What side was that, please?
Uh, just the key word would be bulldog. That's all I have to say.
Oh, bulldog. Well, yeah, it's like, but no, but see, it's like while I'm talking along there, right? I tell him, hey, I'm going through this drama because he was asking me if I was mentally ill or something, and so I'm creative, right? I'm not very very creative, but I'm creative. So the idea was to approach it in those terms, and then when he started saying, "Are you mentally ill?" and then I knew I had him. I knew I had him.
Mm.
Right, so that's when I went through the drama. There's your words right there. There's your words right there. That's why I abandoned it. That's why I abandoned it after I was 13, and I can repeat it again today. Look, your words right there. Why don't you read it? Why don't you read it? Right, it's like because he was getting aggressive. So hey, I just have fun with the idea and play along. I mean, I'd rather have a civil discourse, just like a regular like you and I are having, right? Simple conversation. Well, look, this is what that book says. And this is the way it's meant and stuff. But he was he was trying to so-called overpower me, and so I just go through the drama
Yes,
just for the fun of it.
that's what Australians.
Oh yeah,
That's what Australians do. Now, on this chat, I've noticed they try overpowering everyone with bullying.
Yeah, I've noticed that only with the Australian, mainly.
well, no, no, well, I don't know. Were you here earlier when who was that gentleman's name? Country Hillbilly. He was here. He actually sniped the chat, but he was like he's I think in North Carolina.
I've only seen him once.
Yeah, yeah, but he's here to basically trying to say no, all Christians are wrong because they don't agree with me. He's one of the radical ones. Yeah.
Trudeau was saying, yeah, and me, all the Australians here, just except for me, obviously, just they try bullying everyone in the panel.
Are Jay Tudor and his brother arguing over the turkey leg now?
Over the turkey leg. It's too early for that.
Oh, it's too late for that? Okay. No, I thought it was your background there, or it was.
Oh no, there's just a bit of background noise.
Whatever you say, Cupface Senior.
I see.
Yeah, I love that how it turned it. Said, no, I'd like to be Adam's father.
Hey, Ronan, when you say it'd be it, Ronan Kanushi, why don't you say it'd be the man?
No, basically, what I'm saying is it's a sophisticated way of saying now is now. Right. That's all I'm really saying. Now is now. You know, because I'm kind of like in the now kind of person, right? So like, doesn't matter. Now is now. So Ronan Kanushi, and I'm saying it. In other words, Ronan Kanushi. But that's why I developed it like that, and that's how I basically sign on. So okay, you know, I just liked it. I use it.
So what do you think about this account, Ronan?
About the what?
You think it was a nice play off Flatty's account?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Globy.
His is called Flatty Plane. This one would be Globy Sphere.
Yeah, that's right. Globy Sphere. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I thought originally you were just a clone, one of those troll clones, and then you came on and I recognized your voice. I said, oh, okay, it's Big El Shabazz Muhammad. Cool.
Is that Miguel?
I wouldn't make one of those troll accounts and just like the anonymous. I find that kind of weird. I don't know why. Like I feel weird just having like an anonymous troll account.
Yeah. No, I don't have any troll accounts or anything of that sort. Yeah, just my account. That's it.
That's why I told him I made one.
Oh.
Amanda, that fucking try.
Really do not. That's basically, think of Troy and Adam as the same.
No, he'll give the link to Adam anyway, probably. He's just his bitch.
Exactly. He'll either do it himself or he'll give the link to Adam. He's already been indoctrinated into Adam's fucking cult.
That's right.
No, I have chatted with a gentleman from Australia named Bash. A very intelligent man. And we chatted for quite a while, and then another Aussie came on, and they started chatting. So I don't recall the other gentleman's name, but they seemed quite civil.
I don't trust him personally because of the affiliations that he's admitted to having with Summit before. But sure.
I'm gonna try to get Athena and pay me in here. I heard Athena talk last time, and she has like an accent.
Yeah.
I understand she's Greek, and she speaks multiple languages, so she's smart, very smart lady.
Oh my god.
How thin is your dart, Tudor?
Say again.
How thin is your dart?
Hold on. Yeah, it helps a little bit.
How loud is that TV though, man? Damn.
It's fucking loud as hell. God damn, I feel like just putting it on mute.
Is that like someone like downstairs or some shit as well?
It's in the living room. Because my room's like very close to the living room.
Yeah. Right. Judah, you doing all right now?
Yeah. How do you mean?
No, I mean, are you free right now?
Yeah, like what? Like, in what sense do you mean?
You're not doing anything that will occupy your time, right?
No, not at this time. Not at the moment. No.
Such as?
Yeah, I'm down. Fuck Bob.
Ronan, I want to get on a serious topic with you for a little bit.
All right. Let me see. Play with the friend.
Whenever you're ready.
Do you want me to create the link, or what do you want to do?
I've got a link here already.
Go ahead, please.
Posted it
I
in
want to
Hangout.
discuss reptilians.
With Ronan,
Are you familiar? Yeah, are you familiar with
you'll get nowhere.
the reptile brain?
Okay, I'm going to repeat what I think you said. Reptile ring.
Did you see my
Brain.
link?
Yes.
We are part lizard in a way.
Well, yeah, the reptilian part to the brain at the base of the brain.
Yes, sir.
Just before it goes down to spinal nerve.
Exactly.
Right
You know what
there.
that controls?
Well,
Do you know what that controls?
Well, yeah, instinct.
Yes, sir.
It's all instinct. That's all basically just instinct, right there. That part right there. Then it goes to the mammalian, and then the next part, and then it goes to the logic. Well, the outer core, and then
So would
above
it be
that
safer to
is
say we're closely we're more related to reptiles?
well, no, that just it goes with all animals except that we're higher order thinking animals. That's why we have the mammalian part above that. And well, it's all connected via the. Remember, I mentioned the medulla oblongata. Well, it's all interconnected right there, right? It's. I mean, it's small, right? But that's basically how we started. All creatures with real small reptilian part, and then we have the mammalian part, and then, like I said, the outer part that goes to the logic. Yes.
I don't like the term of us being animals.
Well,
because when people use the word animals, it's almost to make us seem insignificant, and
that is the point.
We're all more.
Well, technically,
we're special. Like we can play instruments, we can play sports, we can build things, we can think differently.
Yeah. Yes, but
it's
see,
just different.
We
completely
evolved.
different.
No.
Here we go.
Well, no, we evolved. We're higher order thinking creatures, but technically we are animals. I mean, you do like girls, right? Okay. So
I mean, I've had a fetish for trees before.
No,
you ever seen a tree? Like a palm tree? Or no, forget I said that. Go on.
Well, no. So you don't like the idea that we're called animals because it makes you think that we're like.
Makes you feel insignificant.
I thought you were playing a game of chess, Tutor.
I am.
You can chime in.
Yeah, well, he wanted to have a conversation with me, but if you want to take,
anyone can chime in. I was just.
I just feel like talking for people because it just takes so fucking long to get their points out. Like.
Well, why don't you just ignore us and we can have a civil conversation between he and I, and you can enjoy the chess game.
I'll try.
I know you got that kind of brain, multi-level, multifaceted, but try to treat us peasants, as you all like to call it.
Peasants? I've never called you a peasant ever.
No, us. I said us peasants. I was classifying ourselves as less than what you are, which is a brilliant person, and that's acknowledged. That's acknowledged. and supported.
I'm not putting myself on a pedestal. I
Well,
just
no, actually, I'm pestering you so you can ignore us and go on with your chess game while I continue the conversation with Big El Shabazz Muhammad and
carry
everything.
on.
I'm doing the drama thing. You know, you can
I
mic
know
out.
you love drama.
Yeah, I know I can make it up. I'm good at it, but that's another story. Well, okay, where we? Okay, let's get back to the point. Big El
So,
Shabazz Muhammad.
so I'm not saying for me because I know we're special people. Each and every one of us. We all have a talent. We're all pretty good at something. Animals can't do half the things we can do. They can't think like we do. They can't act like we do.
Animals show empathy. You
Here's
know.
what I think. Before, and I'm gonna end it here.
Okay, go
As
ahead,
far as
please.
my statement, I believe we're spiritual beings having a human experience, not humans having a spiritual experience. You can go on out, Ronan.
Okay, so let me get back to a point that you had made. You said something along the lines of you don't like being called an animal because that seems like a step down. Did I understand that clearly, or could you repeat how you phrased it?
You want me to rephrase it or what?
No. You said something about you didn't like us being called animals, and I wanted,
Well, I mean, I don't really have a problem. Everyone's entitled to their own beliefs. I'm saying if other people think they're animals and came from animals, it'll make them feel insignificant, and they'll think, well, I'm not important in this world. There's no purpose for me being here, since we all happen by mistake, which I don't believe.
okay. I think I understand what you're trying to imply there. Well, technically, yeah, we're animals. You like girls, I like girls, and we like having sex. So that is animalistic behavior, because we want to reproduce. So we are animals, but we're higher order thinking animals. Now back to the
Well,
point that I was going to make. It's like animals have uh, they have sympathy for each other. I mean, within their own group, and they do defend their own group. They don't understand like numbers like 1+1 = 2, but like a lion on a prowl or lionesses, the plural on the prowl. They don't. They already understand what the plan is, and then when they come up on a herd of well, let's just use water buffalo, right? They see this one and they see that one, but they all understand that it's this one and that one. But they're looking for the weakest one so they can, that would be their prey, right? So they think to that degree, except for the fact that they cannot stop and say, okay, let's sketch this out. Let's all, let's sketch it out. They're working on instinct. Like you understand certain things. Okay, like if you play b-ball.
yeah, I can play. I don't really like it though.
No. But name a sport, a team sport that you enjoy.
I like soccer. Soccer's pretty cool.
Soccer. Okay. You all have the coach tell you, or if even if you don't have a coach, right? You're all just playing, but you seem to know instinctively where to go, right? You don't say, "Hey, man, let's plan on this, let's plan on that." No, y'all are moving up and down the field, and then, but instinctively, you think in your mind without even saying anything or body language or signals.
Hmm.
You go to a certain point, right, and you're planning, and the other person is also planning. They're planning for an opening to pass, and you're planning on a spot to be in to catch that pass and continue going forward, right? You don't talk. You don't talk at all. You just seem to know instinctively, okay, I got to be here, I got to be there. You don't actually even think about it. You just know, hey, I got to go here, you got to go there. You don't, and I know that because I used to play a lot of sports myself. And I hit the b-ball. I hit the round ball, man. I hit the round ball. And I just knew, boom, 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 get over here, get over there. And the other guy over there, he set the pick, boom, I came around him, and I couldn't shoot, boom, pass it off. The other guy, I set a pick for him, boom, he threw it up there, whack, 2 points. Right? We didn't say, hey, man, and we just met up. Hey, man, you want to be on our team? Okay, sure. And nobody said, here's the plan or how this is how we're going to approach it or anything like that. We just knew instinctively.
Yeah.
Like those lionesses hunting, hey, this is where you got to be at this point so you can set the pick, and pass it off. The other man comes around, shoots the ball. That's it, instinctively. But like I said, we're higher order thinking characters. So before the game, say, hey man, that dude right there, man, that's the ringer. That guy is a good one. He's a good soccer player, man. You got to watch him. Like that's planning because, like I said, we're higher order thinking creatures. That's what we are. That's what we do. We're parasites on this place, but we think. We can think. We can build things. We can communicate, but we're still animals. Just higher order thinking animals. That's all. It's not that we're insignificant, not in the least, but we're not the top of the food chain, like I pointed out. I think the last chat of the chat before, right? If I go try to go swimming in the ocean with a bunch of killer whales or sharks or anything, I'm the prey animal. I'm the prey animal. I can't be the top of the food chain. I might be the top of the food chain where I'm standing here, right? Because I can go to the grocery store, I can go hunting, or I can go play b-ball or soccer, right? But this is my turf, my terrain. But I can't flap my arms and keep up with a bunch of a flock of gulls or birds, right? Everybody thinks, because I'm this smart, I can do everything. No, we can't. We're limited to that. We're limited to the fact that we're terrestrial beings and creatures, animals, and that's what we have to deal with. That's what we have at hand because we've accomplished this much.
But here's the thing. I have to disagree with you that we're not at the top of the food chain. Because
I just said that.
Okay, you said we are or we aren't?
No, we're not, because like I said, I can't go into the ocean and keep up with the fish, and I can't keep up with the birds.
But you can develop something that'll make you faster than that fish or stronger.
It's artificial. It's not natural.
Okay, but that's the point. Can a fish do that and artificially make a robot to go on land?
No, but an octopus. But an octopus can go over land. An octopus is aquatic, 100% aquatic, but it can survive outside of the water for a little while. To that degree, I can hold my breath and swim underwater.
Can survive in the air.
Right. They hold their breath. Like I can hold my breath for whatever amount of time I hold my breath. But you go back, you made a point there about the spiritual thing. I forget how to pronounce the word, but I think it's paraoidia, where the mind perceives something that does not wants to perceive something where it does not necessarily exist. That's that spirituality thing you're pointing out. And I don't think we're spiritual creatures at all. We just have an imagination. We think, we try to figure out, man, how did this happen? How did this happen? And there's no evidence for it. So I just go with what's observable. But I don't think we're spiritual creatures at all. Not at all. Early man didn't know and basically made it up and called it a god or whatever they want to call it. And that's what they based it on. But with that idea, they said, well, because God told me, let's go kill those people and take all their land and keep all the underage girls. Because we're ignorant. We were ignorant. We're still developing. We're toddlers.
Right? Like I'm not going to chime in because.
Well, then why are you chiming in? Thank you.
Because she's lying.
See, there you go. Why don't you look? Please, we were trying to have a conversation here. If you want to take it over, I'll mic out and you can finish it.
No, I'm just pointing out that you're lying. Mic out.
No, this is the way I perceive it. I never said anybody else was wrong. I said this is the way I perceive it. That's what I'm explaining to him without telling him this is the way I perceive it. I'm not holding the man's hand. He's aware, quite well aware. Thank you, gentlemen.
No, it's cool, Ron. I understand that's your opinion, and
right. This reality, is we don't know, right? My perspective, because I understand this is the way the mind works. This is what I've studied before. Right? There's no evidence for a soul. There have been tests done for that, and people dying and stuff like that. They've set up electrodes and all of these fancy gadgets on those dying people. And there's been studies, clinical studies have been conducted, and there is no evidence for a soul. It's just all the synapses in the mind, working together to create, what we, basically sense with the five senses and it goes from there. But like I said, that's part of our development as human beings. We're ignorant. We're still trying to figure it out. Right? We're still trying to figure it out. Go ahead, please.
So, I'd agree with you on the religion part. Uh, People use the imagination to make religions, but spirituality has nothing to do with religion.
Okay, how do you define that, please?
Spirituality,
Yes.
I think it's like when you know how Armando calls people demons.
Okay.
My interpretation of a demon is not really like a ghost or something. You know, it's more manifested through people. So, like when you see somebody murder somebody or rob people, or that's like, I feel those are the demons. You ever heard the term he's fighting with his demons?
Oh,
Or he has demons?
you're like saying something a person cannot control.
Mm,
Oh, okay. Let me give you an example that I can imagine
go
instantaneously.
ahead.
It's like somebody, right, a famous actor or something, and the person dies, right, of a drug overdose, and other people say, well, that was this demon, something you couldn't control, right? And I've heard that said many times, right? Oh yeah, he was fighting those demons, but the
Yes.
demons won. Either with alcoholism, drug abuse, or whatever that might be. Is that how you are you implying it? For example?
Something like that.
Okay, something you cannot control is a demon. Okay,
I feel
that
we
would,
are.
that's a name. That's put it this way. It's an addiction. Okay, there's an addiction that the person cannot control. Got it. But they call it demon colloquially, right? Out there in the so-called real world. It's not real world, public. But clinically, it's an addiction. The body desires something, and they have to use self-medicate to deal with whatever issues at hand, whether it's stardom or poverty.
It's like I feel balance. I mean, spirituality is like a balance in your life. You can let the bad take over, the good take over. It's really up to you.
Oh, okay. It's like an example I can cite. It's like when I was a businessman, I had not the same time, right? Like I was a businessman. My career spanned over 2 decades, but within that time frame, right, I met two men, right, had a problem with alcohol, right, and I didn't tell them anything, but I told them, hey man, you can't be showing up drunk, going home, right, and after a while, something got to them, and they joined Alcoholics Anonymous,
Yeah.
right. Well, like I said, they didn't know each other, different time frames altogether, and what I found out by reading a little bit into it, it's like they try to give that person something to replace it, right? And that would have been spirituality. I think they called it a power higher than themselves, a higher power.
Yeah.
That's what they called it. That's how they couch it, right? The statement, right? They would go, my higher power, right? My higher power, right? And that would like tend to lean toward what you're addressing, or should I say, positing
Mhm.
the point of spirituality, something greater than themselves to defeat those demons.
I
Do I understand?
feel I
Go
feel
ahead, please.
like the creator lives through us. When you do something good in your life, that's the creator talking to you, maybe. Or that's I feel like the when they say in different religions that they gave you free will, I believe you're more like a representative of the creator. If you choose to be evil, well, I mean,
But but can somebody tell me why Big L knows more
in
about the
your life,
Bible than Grizz? 2D.
That's the creator talking to you, maybe.
In our,
I
Or
in
that's
could, I would respond if I was like allowed to engage in the conversation, but apparently I can't do that.
Well, you're interrupting, and that's
you got
that's just as bad. So, like I said, can we finish and then you could all follow up? Because
but
one of those situations where I really would like to just enjoy our conversation, and come to some kind of impasse, and then okay, so everybody, come on in, chit chat. I'm not playing chess. You all are. Thank you. Anyway, no, like I said, that's I can understand what you're saying to me, right? But from the way I've perceived it all along, right? It's still a matter of well, evolutionary biology. There's two pressures: the pressure to survive and the pressure to reproduce. That's it. No more, no less. And yes, it's animalistic. Yes, but the fact that we're smarter and can manipulate different resources, right? It just tells me that we're higher order thinking creatures, and we can move things around. Like, well, I really got to afford this, so I'll take a second job, right? I'll take a second job, right? So I can afford whatever, whatever it may be. I'll take a second job, or I like this girl here, but I like that girl there, but I like her traits, but I like this other girl's traits
Mhm.
better because she's smarter or prettier. It doesn't matter what it is. You just
Yeah.
fill in the blank, right?
Mhm.
It's just how the individual perceives it and tries to balance things out so they could continue.
Fuck, Grizz.
uh, I'll admit you got me when you asked me what is spirituality. I really can't answer that, man, to be honest. But
I could.
I,
I'm not the one talking, so.
I feel like when we die, uh, you're gonna be judged, and that's just my perspective, right? Because I believe there's a creator.
No, no, I'm not saying you're wrong. Go ahead. I'm not
Uh,
saying you're wrong. I'm not saying that at all.
yeah,
I
I
just
just want to speaking
I
from
just,
my perspective,
yeah,
just
that's what
like you
I'm
are.
yeah, I'm asking how you perceive it,
Yeah, yeah.
not to say, hey man, my idea is better or your idea is better. This is civil discourse
No,
right here.
I understand.
Okay, now you say, go ahead. There's when you die, what happens?
So, yeah, like I said, you got me when you asked me that because I really can't explain it. It's like trying to explain what love is, right? You really can't explain it. It's something you kind of
what
have to
is
feel.
love? Baby, don't you
So,
know?
what I feel like is when you die, the creator's gonna judge you on what you did in this lifetime.
Okay,
If
well,
if
okay, that's how you perceive it, right? Yeah, that's how
yeah,
you perceive it.
you're gonna be
No,
judged on did you do more good in your life or more bad? Did you do something bad and then try to make means, try to make up for it? Did
uh-huh.
you help people in life? Did you maybe give that homeless man outside of your house $1?
I've
Maybe
got
give
a
him a meal,
question, Big.
or did you were you like a capitalist asshole?
I've
Uh,
got a
did you
question,
let
Big.
money control you? Did you respect your wife? Did you
Question
respect
for
your
who?
parents?
Big Al.
Go
I
ahead.
would
Can I ask
really
you a
like to, I
question,
would
Big?
really like to finish the conversation with Big L if you gentlemen don't mind, please. Thank you.
It's just a one way, like.
Here we go. Well, we can continue this later, Globy. I'll remember exactly where we were. Mic out.
I'm sorry, I didn't know this was a dictatorship.
Well, no, that's what you're doing. You're trying to intervene and control the conversation with your views and opinions. But the fact is, he
No.
asked me to engage him in a conversation. So basically, it's not that you're trying to shut me up or I'm trying to be the dictator. It's the fact that you're insulting him.
I wanted to ask him a question, that's it.
You're insulting him, not
I
me.
asked him a question.
Well, we weren't done, please. We weren't done. Go ahead, Globy Sphere. You there,
Yes, man.
Globy Sphere?
Yeah. What sorry, what was your question?
Oh no, no. You said okay. You're creator, God, whatever you want to call it,
Hmm.
said you said along the lines of he's going to judge you for what good you did, what bad you did, but like I said, that's where it kind of like broke off because I wanted to know uh, from that point, how do you perceive it from that point?
How to perceive what? I'm sorry, Ron. I got kind of lost for a little bit.
Oh, okay, you were saying right. If he will judge you.
Hmm.
Basically, that's what you said for
Yeah.
what good you did and what bad you did after you die, right? And
Right.
so there would be a so-called afterlife or a heaven. How would you phrase that?
Well, I don't know, man. That's the thing.
Oh no,
Whether it's
it's okay to say I don't
reincarnation,
know.
yeah, whether it's a reincarnation, because we don't know. No one has died and came back to life and really explained that process.
But okay, so is it for you? Like I said, for you, it's an individual thing,
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying, though.
For
I don't
you,
know.
well, if you don't know, how about if I ask, how would you like it to be?
That's a tough question, man.
No, well, like I said, take your time. I mean, you don't have to answer me like right now. It's one of those things where you feel free to ponder it for a while. It's like you were saying, right? He
Hmm.
looks at the good things you did, help
And the
people,
bad.
stuff like that, and then obviously we all make mistakes. I know I made plenty of mistakes, right? But for me, right? Okay, this is me. I'm not trying to change anyone's mind. I don't believe in the idea of forgiveness because, based on what I understand, if a person is forgiven, they can repeat the same thing, mistakes over and over again. Right? Myself, because like I said, as a child, I figured this out. Oh, I just don't do that anymore, and adjust and do better. Just what I mean. I'm not going to make that. I learned my lesson from that mistake, whatever that mistake may be, and I just don't do it anymore because it's counterproductive, right? So I built up that foundation over time as a young person, and then when I got to my professional career, man, I'm basically set. I made mistakes in business because something was told to me that was wrong, and I went with that, and then it's like, why didn't this work? Then I trace it back. Oh, okay, this was misinformation here, and I got this wrong because of this. It wasn't my fault. I realized where it's my fault and where it is not my. I'm aware, right? I'm aware because I think everybody is aware of that, right? If I do this, I can get away with it. After I so-called got out of that adolescent mindset, right? I was okay with it. No, I didn't say anything wrong. I tried to help people. So what's your problem? What's your problem? What is your problem? Not my problem because hey, I did good. Here it is. It's like here, right? I quoted your book. I'm not rewriting it. I quoted your book, but people argue with me. No, you don't understand. Yes, I understand exactly what it is. I looked up the words. Here's the words that were written down. I'm quoting, right? That's the point, right? And well, because we're here now, I'm using this as the example, right? I'm using this as the example. But like I said, but what what you're referring to is after the fact, after you expire, as they say, after you end it. Are you going to be so-called rewarded and accepted to a higher place, or are you going to go to a bad place? But that's strictly subjective. I mean, I can't tell you. I can't tell you that. I
Yeah, I
can't tell
can't
you
tell
that.
you either. That's up to the creator, man.
Right. But see, that's why I asked, how do you perceive it individually for you, not someone
Hmm.
telling you it should be this way
Yeah, of
or that way,
course.
right? And that's what you have to ponder for yourself. But like I said, in from my perspective, is hey, there's no place later. It's right now. It be it. Now is now. And if I make mistakes, I get corrected. Okay, I learned something. Let's go. Let's move on.
Hmm.
I'm not going to play. I apologize. I don't play that. Hey, I take responsibility. I'm wrong. I'm accountable. I call it, being honorable. That's what I call it, being an honorable person.
Yeah.
For me, I'm not saying everyone else. It's like these politicians, right? They make promises and they don't live up to them, right? That's not very honorable. I wouldn't make it in politics because I'm not going to lie to people. This is what I think at the time that I thought it, and that's what I'm going to say. Period. And they don't want to vote for me. Great. I tell them the answer. They don't have to accept it. I move on. But no, I'm your friend. I'm your friend. Oh, I don't like that word, friend. No, I'm not your friend. I'm nobody's friend. I call no one friend because if you're a friend, I'm someone else's enemy. And I figured that out when I was a child. I figured that out when I was a child for me, right? For me. But everybody wants to be accepted. So I'm going to lie to you and then lie to the other guy when you're not around. And then I lie to you. And no, that's about lies to gain what? Acceptance? So when I die, people come to my funeral and say, oh, he was a good guy. No. I'm getting cremated, okay? Getting cremated. I set it up when I was like 26, I believe. And anyway, I set it up. It's like, no, I'm not going to worry about that stuff because this is what I'm doing now, in the now, when I was there and when I'm here. It doesn't matter to me, right? So it's not like I'm trying to avoid anything. I'm facing it, taking responsibility for it, and I'm going to improve what I perceive as I go along, right, to that point, right? I don't believe in an afterlife. I don't believe in a reward like heaven or hell, right? I'm not, that is not a goal. My goal is my next breath and how much good I can do with it. That's it for me. For me. Like I said, I'm not telling you what it is, but if you perceive it in that way, right, that's the question you have to basically answer for yourself. I can't tell you. I can't really, I have no right to tell anyone, how to perceive their future or what they believe in the afterlife. That's whatever suits you best and brings you peace, not gives you peace. If something gives you peace, that means you have it, you can keep it, but it doesn't work that way. If it brings you peace with every breath you take, that's the way I see it. Okay, this is my perspective. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, right? It's just how I perceive it. And like for yourself, because you asked that question, like I said, the only thing I can ask back is how do you perceive it and what is your goal, right? And if you attain that goal, then you have what you perceived would be your reward. Is that clear, Globy, sir?
That's right.
That's right. So, like I said, I don't know. I mean, you can bring it up later if you like, if you want to
No,
ponder it. Or
and
you
that's good,
actually,
man. You're
actually, you
being
don't have
honest.
to.
You say you at least you claim you don't know. A lot of
Right,
people
right,
will
yeah,
stick to
right.
something.
I don't know because I'm myself. I decided long ago because I'm just going to base it in the now, right? And I don't believe there's anything after because after I studied a bunch of stuff, right? Oh, okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. Paroidia and all these other fancy words that I studied, but I've forgotten by now. I got them written down somewhere. But okay, that's the mechanics of it all. Okay, we're just another life form, in a huge universe, and here we are as individuals, like any other life form. Okay, but this is the way I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable in what I perceive and how I perceive it. Right? I'm not trying to change anyone's mind, but I'm doing what I can do to contribute to this world.
That's right.
That's right. But like I said, like I asked you the question, and like I said, you can take it from there. You ponder it. It's like you ponder it. I mean, you'll make up your mind when you make up your mind, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how old you are. That's not important. That's not really important. The fact that you decide on something, and when you decide what that is for you, the individual, right, and you're happy with that, okay, that's okay. I mean, no one can take that from you. That's different. That's the difference. Go ahead, please.
You pretty much nailed it, man.
Okay, so this was pretty productive, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good not talking without being interrupted, right?
The what?
It feels good talking without being interrupted, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but no, I did hear a couple of sounds, but put it this way, when they start talking, I'll mic out and I'll shut up for the next, I got 56 minutes here. I get 7 hours and 4 minutes, But yeah, I mean, put it this way. I know that what you're doing it's to try to figure it out for yourself. Okay, and if another person has their views, right? Yeah, the only thing I can do, right, is respect their position. That's the only thing I want to do is respect their position. You understand what the word? Well, you understand the word reciprocity, right? I'm sure Armando Vargas doesn't understand that word, right? But reciprocity, in other words, if I respect a person, I would expect that in return. It doesn't happen, right, because of my character, right? No, I don't believe in an afterlife, and they get all, like, wait a minute, And I said, well, yeah, I understand you've been conditioned to think this. I know it's paranoia, and I know that, but they don't. It's like a person is like shocked. All of a sudden, I'm being technical. I'm being like realistic, and people think, well, there is something later. And I said, well, and in my mind, like I said, as a child, oh no, my reward is now. When I contributed, it was now when I contributed. If I make mistakes, I take responsibility for it now, right? And like I said, I adjust. I adjust for making mistakes, and I don't make those mistakes. I just do better. You're constantly building over time, but everything is all at once at the same time. But that's the way, like I said, that's the way I perceive it for me, right? And so I'm comfortable like talking to you or another atheist or somebody who just doesn't believe in the religions you believe in, right? And I can get along with all of you all. It doesn't matter to me because I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just saying, oh, okay, that's how you perceive it. That's how you accept it, and I can respect that, right? And obviously we have so-called troubled children in here. I'm not talking about anyone here right now, but they know who they are, and I know who they are, both atheists and theists in different religions. So it's like, okay, fine, I just respect them, that's their position. That's fine. If they want to so-called judge me, that's great. Go ahead.
No, I respect that because I don't really like the whole bombing on atheists kind of movement either. I think we should just respect each other's opinions and beliefs, and that'll be a perfect way for us to move on.
Oh yeah.
It's not with the atheists. It's with the people here. Take giant life just as an example.
An atheist. Yes, there's some atheists that'll bash religion, or people who believe.
Yeah, Lyserge is the current classic.
But like, let's say if an atheist tells me there's no God, I'm not gonna sit there for a whole hour and try to convince him that there is, because he's already made up his mind. You can, I mean, if he wants to discuss it sincerely, we can discuss it. And if he asks me, why do you believe there's a creator, or why this, then yeah, we can discuss it. But most atheists don't care to know, and rightfully so. Most religious or spiritual people, or people who believe in a creator, they don't care to know why they think there's no God. So really, just respect everyone's belief, man, and
right.
And I guess we'll find out.
Right. Yes. Like myself, they apparently they misunderstand what I say, and we've gone through the conversation, and then they wind up saying what I said initially because they couldn't get it. I said something created this, but had no control over the outcome, and they can't seem to mix that chocolate and vanilla ice cream to make a nice shake. You know what I mean? Because it's I said,
Right, and the other way you saying God made Big Bang and all that stuff. So,
well, yeah, but see, that's what we.
Saying, now you're saying something completely different. What are you trying to get at with it, Sia?
Yeah, yes, but like I said, it's like it's not in terms of spirituality. It's the mechanics that I'm going at. It's the mechanics of it all.
No, really.
You're breaking up, Troy. You're breaking up.
I'm not breaking up here.
No, I heard like a background, and I thought it was your mic. My apologies. I don't know who in terms of whom is speaking. But go ahead, Troy. Mic out.
I already finished marking out. No. What is that marking out? It's like, you're not in the army, are you?
Sorry, where were we, Ronan?
Yeah. Hey, Troy, you're breaking up really bad. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm not.
Excuse me, Troy. You go ahead, Globy Sphere. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I guess it's A Globy Sphere. Adam Dwyer came in, so I guess we might as well suspend it for now. And if you have questions later, like I said, I'll be most happy to chat with you about it.
It's excluded.
Mike out.
I removed them.
See, look, Troy always gives Adam the link. Amanda's an idiot who doesn't listen.
Yep.
I don't know how
Amanda,
he got
when are
in
you
here,
gonna
but
fucking evolve?
the only reason I removed him is because Armando doesn't want him in here.
What do you mean? Amanda gave Troy the link. It's obvious.
Yeah, it looks like we might be getting sniped because both Adam and Troy just dropped out. So I expect it. Anyway, Mike out.
Excuse me.
He's accusing Bob of giving him the link, which I doubt.
Fuck Bob, man.
That's possible. Fuck Bob.
Wait, who gave who the link?
He's saying you
You.
gave it to him, but I don't believe you.
Who
I don't
gave
believe him.
who's accusing me?
Adam.
Autocracy.
Oh, yeah, no.
So yeah, Ronan, sorry if I sounded really foolish trying to explain spirituality. I don't know, dude. It's one of those things you gotta.
If Adam has the link, then Troy probably gave it to him. Troy's his little bit.
They're trying to blame Armando Vargas in the YouTube chat.
I think Vargas removed them both.
Oh, okay. Okay, that'd be cool. His call. Bob High. This guy A4 is saying Big L removed me and Troy, yet Bob High gave me the link.
Yo, fuck Bob.
That's right.
Little snake.
I don't know, gentlemen. My purpose, I'm willfully ignorant on this stuff because I don't want to know how to snipe people. Don't want to know how to mute people. I don't want to know anything about this. I like it this way because, hey, can't blame me if I don't know anything about it.
Flat Earth versus Round Earth.
Okay, this might be a snipe. I don't know.
Probably a mock account.
I don't know. It could be, connectivity problems. Like I've had a few other people have had that, but I don't know. I really don't know.
It's probably Adam or Troy with a mock account.
If you get sniped again, I'm not coming back.
No, neither am I.
Who's getting Skype?
Who's got that background sound?
Someone's getting Skype in Judith's house.
it's really weird, dude, when you sit back and think about what happens when we die or why we're here.
Well, yeah, I understand that. I understand what you're saying. I really do. But it's like I said, something created this, but had no control over the outcome. So okay, you know, I accept that. I accept that. It's an unknown, but I do know what I perceive through the five senses, and I deal with that. That's the only thing, that is my so-called horizon, my five senses, and how I perceive and behave accordingly.
I have a question.
Please.
How do you know that the creator has no control?
There's different religions. One example. The fact that man does not understand everything is another example. The fact that everybody guesses differently is another example. Just to name a few.
Or it is if you think the only way God would make the universe and the world is if he'd program us to think a certain way and not give us free will.
No, the last two words you said was free will. So if there was a so-called God and he is omnipotent, I think the word is, why does everybody think differently and have different religions and different behaviors?
Because people have the choice to choose what they want to do.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can agree with that. It's your right to believe what you want to believe. But it is my right to accept what I accept. That's it.
Right, but when you say you know that it has no control, that's incorrect. You believe it has no control. Let's just.
No, I know it has no control because none of you can agree to the same so-called savior.
You believe it has no control.
No, I know it has no control because I can use you, a country hillbilly.
Your inductive reasoning is flawed at best because the fact that everyone doesn't agree on everything. Grizz just refuted that by stating that we have free will. He didn't create autocrats. He didn't. Right. I mean, you create automatons like.
So you have yes, you're right. But you have free will to agree, yet you don't. And we're just talking one religion. Gentlemen. Excuse me, there are other major religions, at least three from the Abrahamic line. It's just those three. They can't agree. So it's like, okay, it doesn't have any, no control over the outcome.
You'll like it when that ecumenical movement comes running. Then everyone will agree on that Satan.
That's right.
Well, like I said, it's still of the mind. It's still of the mind because it cannot be observed. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's of the mind.
There will be a system in place soon enough where everyone will be agreeing on the same thing, and that.
How long has that been stated, Jay Tudor?
Yeah, it's happening pretty fast now. At this point.
How? Okay, what are the indicators? What indicates that?
You look around. I mean, the movement that we're in is globalism. Like that's what it is. Like
globalism, as in what? It can't be a one religion because there's so many. But I know the globalism idea is based on the world banking system.
Well, if you look at the current ecumenical movement that's going underway, the Lutheran Church just recently reconciled with the Catholic Church. There was a Mekudesh in Israel where I think the three Abrahamic religions came together and did all these spiritual things. Mekudesh means marriage in Hebrew. So, I mean, there's a lot of things pointing to some kind of unification event going underway.
Yes, but that was being said decades ago. A lot of people, spiritual people, have come up to me and said, "I've seen the signs, and it will happen soon." Okay, and that was decades ago. By the way, like I said, decades ago.
But you can actively just give you an example where you can see them literally doing it. Not signs of them thinking they might do it; they are doing it.
But it's not happening.
Yes.
What do you mean? I've just said it's happening. I've just gave you an example examples of it happening.
Well, that's only from your perspective, but like I said, there's other religions clear across the world that don't speak the same language that you and I are sharing currently. That's that, like I
What's
said,
that got to do with
that's
the
where
fact?
it's like, okay, that's where it's, it's like, well, no, I can't agree based on the idea or the facts that there are other religions and other practices of spirituality.
Yeah.
I'm not saying any one of you is wrong. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that you all, because they all have, all of those people's groups, should I say, have that free will, they tend to be spiritual in their own way to their own deity. And I'm saying, well, that can't be, like an accordance, an agreement. There can't be that because it's not happening. And people say it's been happening, but that was decades ago. And they're saying it today, and it still hasn't happened.
Can you show me some evidence that it was happening decades ago?
Well, yes, but I do understand that there'll be wars fought over it, and it's like, wait a minute, everybody's supposed to be peaceful. Why are all of those people warring against each other? Different groups, different groups, not within the group, but I'm saying other so-called spiritual beliefs, other than what you accept. And like I said, well, okay, that's what you all say, but I still say it's of the mind, because it's like, wait a minute, others disagree with you because of
Is he breaking up?
Not really.
No, go ahead, please.
He asked if he was breaking up. I think Judah was lagging a bit.
It's damn, man. Roland,
Yes, please.
you have kids, right?
The what?
You have kids, don't you?
Well, yes, we had two children.
Do you remember that feeling when your baby was delivered from the womb of your woman? Do you remember that feeling when you first saw your child?
Yes.
That, I believe moments like that are spirituality.
Oh, no, I didn't see it that way. I didn't see it that way. I saw the mechanics of biology. Yeah. Oh,
And
okay.
that emotion, remember that emotion you felt when you first
Well,
saw your child?
I felt a sense of relief that my wife and our child were healthy. Because my concern was for their well-being.
Of course.
Right, but the pride I felt from being a new father.
Yeah.
Right, that was a feeling of just like joy. It was joy. It's like, oh man, she's all right. The baby's okay. We can go from here. That's it. That's it. I didn't think of it as something so rare because women have children all the time. I knew that.
But see,
my mother.
That's not important to other people.
What's that?
How you felt was important, right? I'm asking you, do you remember how you felt?
Oh, yes.
Now you have a seed to carry on your legacy.
Well, yes.
You created something with the woman you loved.
No, I did not create.
That's beautiful in itself.
Time out. That's the problem again. That's the problem. We created something. We.
No, of course. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, though.
Well, yes, but I did not create this. I only contributed to reproduction. The woman is the actual earth, if you will. The woman is the earth. I'm just another.
You planted the seed.
What's that?
You are just as important for planting the seed.
Well, yes. Yes, I contributed, yes. I contributed to reproduction within the species, yes.
It's very complicated, man.
Well, okay, it's okay.
To explain
not to
it,
me.
but,
Okay, it was not to me. It was not to me. Okay, because I understood, reproduction. I understood all of that.
Yeah, but it's not even the point of reproduction. I'm talking about that moment when you realize you're going to be a father. Now you have
No, I realized I was going to be.
something.
I was going to be I realized I was going to be a father when she told me she was pregnant. Okay, early on, you know, months before delivery. Months before delivery. Okay,
Yeah,
so I had to start so-called planning at that point. And I started talking to her. Okay, you know, how do you want to do this? You know, I talked to her. You know, I talked to her. Right. You know that. I mean, I did my so-called job. You know, she wanted to have children, but I did my job. But her job was to actually bring the fruit to fruition, right?
yeah,
To ripen, if you will, to come into the world.
yeah. But I'm not even going that far. I'm going as far as to say,
How do you want to do this? You know, I talked to her. You know, I talked to her. Right. You know that. I mean, I did my so-called job. You know, she wanted to have children.
well, Armando got sniped. Ron, you still in here?
Oh yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay.
See,
Well,
that's fucking Adam, but fucking
Okay, we got
dumbass
sniped.
Amanda doesn't fucking
did.
remove him.
Okay, we got sniped, gentlemen. I don't know how soon this will shut
Amanda's
out.
a fucking retard.
so let me say this. Like I said, moments like that I feel are spiritual in itself. Um, because as you already know, I work in a hospital, right? I've
Yeah.
seen it many times. The proud feeling and look of a man knowing that he planted a seed and now has a child from the woman he loves,
Yes.
and that will carry on the legacy. Now they're a family. They're united forever. Or that
Yeah.
feeling you get when you've been working long hours and you come home to a woman that really loves you, respects you, takes care of you,
hmm
and you know that feeling you get when you feel the warmth of a hug from a woman you really
Well, yes.
like that.
My wife. Yeah.
That's spirituality right there. That connection you feel between another human being is what spirituality is, in my opinion.
Well, yes.
Or
Yes.
when you help somebody, you know, when you
Yes.
see a homeless man outside, try this one day. Buy that man a cheeseburger or something. Buy him some food.
I don't want to interrupt you, Glovis. I've done it plenty of times, but I prefer to stay anonymous.
Do you remember how you felt?
Oh yeah,
That's exactly what it is,
plenty of
man.
times.
That's what being a spiritual being is about. Helping your fellow man, feeling the love from other people, feeling the anger as well, and choosing not to act on that anger. That's spirituality, in my opinion.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, I understand what you're alluding to. I know what you're pointing at. You know, but put it this way: would you help a man, right? That would, and you know, this man, would you help a man that you know would harm you?
What, in what sense?
Yes or no?
No, I'm asking in what sense I could kill me.
Harm you? Harm? Yes, harm.
No, I'm asking, no,
Hurt.
but what extent will he murder me if I help him?
Hurt, like steal from me or kill me. Any degree of hurt. Would you help that a man like that?
No, not if he'd kill me, but I'd probably help him if he'd, just like
I
steal
have.
something.
I've helped several men, and I know that their goal is to hurt me, and I know it. But you know what? Boom, here you go. I helped you out. Now what are you gonna do? And he has to fall silent. He has to fall silent. I can give you two examples right now. Within the last year and a half, right? I was standing behind this one gentleman, you know, and I didn't know who he was. I did not know who he was, right? And he was pulling out his money, and he was short, I think, like 50 cents or 75 cents. I don't recall exactly. Right, and the man, he was confused, right? He just didn't have the money, and he said, you know, he was like looking around, and he said, "I know I had it," and I just gave him the money. You know, here you go, boom. You know, I walked away. Right, some weeks later, I ran into him again, same convenience store. I was getting a coffee, And he said, "Hey, you gave me some change." I said, "Yeah." He said, and then he told me his name. I told him my name. Hey, it's like that. No one's ever done that for me. Oh, okay. So what? It's like I didn't care, right? And then after a while, right, I met. It just happened. He just happened to be a neighbor a few blocks away, right? And he invited me over. We had a couple of beers. Takes his T-shirt off, and there's a rebel flag on his shoulder, and Nazi flags inside of his house. This man is an avowed white supremacist, and he's yelling "nigger" all the time. But I talk to him like I talk to you all. Okay, y'all can cuss all you want, but I'm not gonna cuss. And I got to know him, right? But he respected me. I know another man, black man, right, who was really wary of me. I'm Italian, right? I'm Italian. I'm a white man, right? And he was really wary of me because I helped him fix a flat one time. But the way his body language was, it's like, man, this guy, I don't know. I can't trust him. I just helped him out. No big deal. I mean, he was older gentleman than I was, but